Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about a very basic yet very crucial aspect of doing a pre-service teacher education program in India. Many people, without realizing the outcome, actually take up such kind of courses either because their friends have also joined that course, or either because they don't actually realize the future scope. But such people may actually end up wasting their own time and effort, and not to mention about the year that they will lose, which will never come back to them again. Even I have known some people who have committed the same mistakes and are regretting them now. So if you know someone who is planning to take up any of these two courses in their coming future, then you can share this information with them. And now coming to the point, let us know what is the scope of doing these two pre-service teacher education program in India. That is D.El.Ed and B.Ed. So coming to D.El.Ed, if you have completed your class 12 and D.El.Ed, or you are graduate and completed your D.El.Ed, then you are eligible to apply for teacher in elementary level. We have two levels within the elementary level, the lower primary and upper primary. So this structure is based on the present education system. The new, I'm not referring here to the new structure given by NEP 2020 because it has not been implemented at this point of time, and obviously it will take some years to implement. And then you will be called as a primary teacher, that is also abbreviated as PRT. So the maximum age bar for directly recruitment as a PRT is 30 years. So the age bar that I have used here is based on the central government. So it might be slightly different in different states, and there is also age relaxation given by government for various categories. So if you belong to this type of categories, then I think you already know what is the relaxation given by government to your category, and if not, then you should find that out. And so even after having your academic qualification and your professional qualification, you will still need to have passed that exam, because government has made it mandatory for teachers to clear that in order to be eligible to become a teacher. So if in case you want to work as a teacher in lower primary level, then you will need to pass that in lower primary level. And if you want to work as a teacher in upper primary level, then you will need to pass that in that upper primary level. So actually, and there we have different states have their own TED exams, and even central has their own TED. And then we all know that education falls under concurrent list, so even states have their own flexibility to modify their own education system. So this TED, even the CTED and TED, all these are such kind of TED exams are based on the school curriculum. So if the board different states have their own school board, then obviously their TET will be based on that school board. So there may be some preferences from the recruitment board during the recruitment, that they might give more preferences to the people who have completed the TET of that state instead of people who have completed CTET. So there can be chances like that. And then coming to the B.Ed, we had people who have completed graduation and B.Ed. For you, you apply for teacher in secondary level, and you will be called as a trained graduate teacher, and the maximum age bar is 35 years. So in case of TET exam, the state level TET, many states have their own secondary level TET and higher secondary level TET. So if your state conducts such kind of TET exam, then you will need to pass secondary TET in order to become a teacher in secondary schools. And in case of CTET, when it comes to CTET, they have only two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is meant for primary level 1 to 5, and paper 2 is meant for upper primary level 5 to 8. But government has made it mandatory for people who are trying to do jobs in central schools such as Kendra Vidyalaya and Navodaya Vidyalayas. For you people, you will need to pass at least the CTET in the upper primary level, this level, in order to work as a teacher in the secondary level, this level. So this is the criteria, since they don't have any CTET for, especially for 9 to 10 or secondary level. So you need to pass at least the CTET of the upper primary level in order to work as a teacher in this level in the central schools. So coming to the next, if you have your graduation and B.Ed, then you can also apply for PRT teacher, that is in a elementary level. So many people doesn't know this, but actually they can. But government has given some criteria for such kind of people. You need to undergo a bridge course of elementary education. So these bridge courses are short term also. There is 6 months bridge course also for elementary education. You can also undergo such kind of bridge courses, and then you will be eligible to apply for elementary level teachers. So similar to the first one, the age age bar is 30 years, and you will be also called as PRT. And then similar to the first one, in case if you want to work in lower primary, then you will need TET in lower primary. In case of working in teacher in upper primary, you will need to clear TET in upper primary level. Next, we're coming to people who have post-graduation and B.Ed. You are eligible to apply for teacher in higher secondary education, and then you will be called as a postgraduate teacher. And the maximum age bar for direct recruitment as a PGT is 40 years. And as of now, the government has not made any mandatory obligations for teacher, PGT teacher. But nowadays the world is becoming very much competitive, so since you already have a post graduation, then it's better for you to try to clear the NET exam, SLET exam or SET exam, because if you clear such kind of competitive exams, then obviously more preferences will be given to you as compared to those who doesn't have such kind of qualifications. So coming to next, who should not do B.Ed program. So there are some categories of people who should not do B.Ed program. So B.Ed is meant for secondary level. So these people who have completed graduation with major in subjects which is not included in the school curriculum. For example, as of now in the school curriculum in secondary level, we have subjects such as social sciences, mathematics, and language papers and all, and one or two elective papers we have, which is different in all the states. So and besides those subjects, if you have major in some other subject, for example, you are major in geology, or you are major in journalism, you have done your BSc in Agri, then for you guys, if you do B.Ed, then you have very less scope of getting selected as a teacher. So why? Because I'm telling you why. Because when it comes to recruitment, for example, if there is a job for science teacher, TGT science, because B.Ed is meant for secondary level, so we're talking about TGT here. So for TGT science, in TGT in biology, okay, science or biology, then you might have, for example, people who have done BSc in geology, they might have passed course in biology, any of the biology subject, then they might think that they can apply for such kind of jobs which is there for TGT biology or TGT science. Then people who have for the same job, people who have completed their graduation in major in such kind of science subjects, they will also apply for that job. And people who have done BSc in past course, BSc past course they have done, and they have studied that subject for 3 years, first year, second year, third year, then they will also apply for that job. But since you have major in geology, you have passed course in biology, but you have studied biology only for first year and second year, because in the third year you have only studied your geology. So we all know that when you have major in the third year, all the past courses are gone. Past courses are studied only for first year and second year if you have a major. Then people who have done major in the science subject, and also people who have done past course and have studied that subject for 3 years, they will be preferred over you who have studied science or biology in only 2 years. So that is the reason. And next, people who have professional qualifications such as BBA, BTech in mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and even LLB, and even photography, all these people, it's very little scope for you to do B.Ed, because you won't be selected as a teacher. Because the reason I have already told, that those people who are qualified and who have major in that subject, or who have studied that subject for 3 years, they will be given more preferences over you. And then next is, instead we have seen that some people who have done such kind of courses are struggling to get jobs, and they also want to try out their luck in teaching. Then when they go for B.Ed, but instead of going for B.Ed, you can actually go for D.El.Ed, because B.Ed is also for 2 years and D.El.Ed is also for 2 years. So why waste 2 years in B.Ed? Because after that, if you don't get a job, then it's all will be wastage. So instead of doing B.Ed, you can actually do D.El.Ed, because in that you will have more scope, because there is no need to have subject specialization in to teach in elementary level. So we all know that for elementary level, the minimum qualification is class 12 pass and D.El.Ed. So only what will matter is class 12 pass. If you have a different bachelor in different courses, then that will not be counted. Your class 12 will be counted and your D.El.Ed will be counted for elementary education. So you can actually apply for elementary education teacher instead of going for B.Ed. So now there is one example I have cited here. This is a screenshot of Kendra Vidyalaya recruitment of 2017 for trained graduate teachers. So here they have asked for, they have given some posts for Hindi, for example, TGT in Hindi. They are asking for people having Hindi as a subject in all the 3 years, and even for English, they are asking for people having English as a subject in all the 3 years. So 3 years means what? People who are having major in English, they study English for 3 years, and even people who have completed BA pass course, they might also have English, and they may have studied the English for the first year, second year, and third year. Then in that case also they can apply. And similarly to the TGT also, they are asking for people who are having any of these two courses, for example, history, geography, economics, pol science, or of which one must be either history or geography. So nowhere here is mentioned about the geology, agri, LLB, and all this. There is no scope for those. And then they have also made one more criteria, CTET, since this Kendra Vidyalaya is a central school, so they are asking for CTET qualified. And plus they have also written that desirability will be given for, but desirability means nothing but preferences will be given for people having knowledge of computer applications. So we all know that nowadays teachers have to incorporate technology in their education. So people who have more proficiency and knowledge on computer, they will be given more preferences over those who doesn't have any knowledge. So if you are planning to become a teacher in any level, then it's better for you to equip yourself with ICT. With you can also give exams on, do courses, short-term courses. Even there is diploma courses, and postgraduate diploma is also there in computer. You can do complete such kind of courses, and you will also have a certificate. Then you can show that certificate during the recruitment that you have successfully completed that course. In that case, more preferences will be given to you. So now coming to, we have seen that there is so much competition in all the school level subjects. Even for one post, there is hundreds and thousands of people appearing for one single post. So what are the areas that are still little less crowded, and there is still some scope for teachers? So these are some of the areas. Like a physical education teacher, you can go for physical education teacher, because NEP 2020 has also emphasized a lot on physical education and yoga education. So you can actually study such kind of things. For example, there's diploma in physical education, there is bachelor in physical education. You can study those kind of things, and you can apply for teacher in such kind of, because later on in every schools, because of NEP 2020, there might be chances for all the schools to open physical education, and then in that in on that time they will recruit people who have qualification on that area. So it's better for you to go for such kind of courses, which is less competitive as compared to other school subjects. And also for computer teacher also, even people having B.Tech in computer education, and people having B.Tech in IT, they can actually directly go for becoming computer teacher. They don't even need to do D.El.Ed or B.Ed. Even people having BCA or MCA, they can also apply for computer teacher. For in such kind of computer teacher and physical education teacher, there is still scope. And is the special thing is, for computer teacher, you don't have to undergo any of the D.El.Ed or B.Ed program. You can directly go for applying for a job. And then next is special education teacher. So there is courses for special education. There is bachelor courses, diploma courses also. You can do such kind of courses. You can do a bachelor of education in special education, and then you can apply as a teacher in inclusive schools. And next is guidance teacher. You can also become a guidance teacher. There are certificate courses, diploma courses, and even post graduation courses also in the guidance program. Even all type of open educations, they are providing such kind of facilities. So even IGNO is providing such kind of certification courses. You can apply and complete such kind of exams in order to be more available for becoming more, for creating more scope for yourself. And then beside this teaching jobs, there is also some non-teaching jobs which you can apply. For example, the statistician job is also there. This statistics is very much versatile job. Statisticians are required in almost all sector, maybe even if in private, even if in government offices, all types of office, even in schools also statisticians are required. So you can do your bachelor degree and master degree in statistics, and you can apply for such kind of jobs. And even you can go for librarian, becoming a librarian. You can do bachelor and master degree in library, and you can apply for becoming a librarian in schools, in colleges, in universities, and even in district libraries also you can apply. So these are some of the areas. And then this is the references I have taken, and I hope some many of your doubts are clear about this. And thank you all for listening. See you all in my next video.